Are you looking to go crabbing in the Puget Sound and looking for the best locations to catch Dungeness crabs? What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another crabbing video here at Herman's Outdoors. Today we are going through the top 5 crabbing locations in the Puget Sound area. The Puget Sound in northwest Washington is a bay with numerous channels, branches, and islands. The sound is a huge saltwater estuary, which makes it a prime location for Dungeness crabbing from Olympia all the way north to Bellingham and everywhere in between. It's also the 3rd largest bay in the United States behind Chesapeake and San Francisco Bay. And Puget Sound also has one of the best salmon fisheries in the world, with anglers chasing Chinook and coho salmon year-round. But we're here to talk about crabs. The Puget Sound has many spots to go after Dungeness crabs. So today, we're going to highlight the top 5 locations to catch Dungeness crab in Washington's Puget Sound. Number 5. Shilshole Bay. Shilshole Bay is located along the Ballard District just north of downtown Seattle. You may not think there's good crabbing around the downtown Seattle area, but you'd be wrong. Shilshole Bay provides plentiful Dungeness crabs, and you can access the crabbing areas with small boats, kayaks, and I've even seen paddle boarders head out for some crabbing in the bay. The bay and surrounding areas have many spots to drop the crabbing gear off and go fishing for Chinook or coho salmon, and there's multiple locations for dock fishing as well. Consider doing a fishing crabbing combo by dropping off the crab pots early, then head out after a big Chinook or coho. And if you're staying near or in downtown Seattle, you can head out for a short boat ride for some crabbing and then head back into downtown Seattle for a lovely evening on the waterfront, or hit the Pike Place Market and grab some fresh seafood for a lovely dinner. And if you didn't know, when it doesn't rain for a week in Seattle, the locals call that summer. Number 4. Bellingham Bay. Bellingham Bay is located on the north end of Puget Sound, about 90 miles away from Seattle. It's also the closest location on this list to Canada. Bellingham Bay surrounds the city and is protected by Lummi Island, Portage Island, and the Lummi Peninsula, which keeps the waters in the bay calm and a prime location for crabbing. The bay is full of eelgrass, which is a huge attractant for Dungeness crabs in the bay, and the majority of the crabbing is done in less than 50 feet of water here. Bellingham's location along the Cascade Range creates a mild climate for the area, an average rainfall that's actually less than Seattle's, with a mild, pleasant summer, which makes for great days on the water crabbing in the bay or heading out to San Juan Island and other islands nearby in the Sound. Bellingham's location allows for easy access to the San Juan Islands and North Cascade to enjoy outdoor recreational activities like kayaking, boating, hiking, camping, and some really good crabbing in Bellingham Bay. Bellingham's nickname is the City of Subdued Excitement, but I have to say, there's nothing subdued about hauling up a full pot of keeper Dungeness crabs. Oh yeah! Number 3. Port Townsend. Port Townsend sits on Quimper Peninsula in the heart of the Puget Sound. The port became a well-known seaport in the 19th century, with wooden boat building becoming a huge enterprise that's still strong today. The port is noted for its Victorian architecture, with many buildings well preserved, and it's one of the most beautiful views from the bay looking back at a city. The city's location makes it a haven for boating and maritime life, with weekly wooden boat races and the annual Wooden Boat Festival. And the area is a great spot for going after Dungeness crabs. The steep drop-offs and shallow flats can make dropping crab pots a little challenging, but go for areas along the port, in Port Townsend Bay, and around Indian Island out of the strong currents. Boat traffic in the summer can get a little busy with a lot of wooden boats hitting the water, but I think it's worth the early morning rise to go crabbing before the waters get too crazy. My favorite part of Port Townsend are the views of the bay and out into the Pacific Ocean as you dip some fresh Dungeness crab in some hot butter enjoying the sunset. Yum! Number 2. Port Susan. Port Susan is a bay and a strait in the Whidbey Island Basin. Port Susan Bay is located between Bellingham and Seattle, just north of Everett. The bay is protected by Kamiakin Island to the west, which keeps the water conditions calm and great for crabbing. The east side of Kamiakin Island, inside the bay, is filled with summer homes and cabins along the shore. And on those sunny Washington fall days, the waterways on the island side of the bay can get crowded with all the additional boat traffic. But don't let that deter you from going after crabs along the island side of the bay. There's plenty of crabbing grounds within the bay to get yourself a limit or 2 of Dungeness crabs. And I would recommend staying in a house or cabin on the island, or staying in Everett to enjoy the farmers market, one of the many festivals hosted throughout the year, kayaking in and out of the bay, or visiting the Future Flight Aviation Center. The crabbing season is typically open in the bay between October through December, and I highly recommend a fall getaway weekend out crabbing in Port Susan. And number 1, Kamiakin Island. Kamiakin Island sits in between the Saratoga Passage and Port Susan and is a popular vacation spot with summer homes and cabins on the island that juts out into the bay. Kamiakin Island is a popular spot for outdoor enthusiasts with plenty of beach access, zip lines through the trees, kayaking, sailing, boating, axe throwing, and of course crabbing. The tip of Kamiakin Island State Park is a prime location to head out for some epic crabbing. It's a spot tucked behind Whidbey Bay where you can catch some big Dungeness crabs when the season is open, Thursdays through Mondays starting in July through Labor Day. And for those days when the crabbing isn't open, go out and explore the island. There's so many hiking trails, beaches, and calm waters along the shoreline to explore. Just make sure you don't stay out too late in the kayak and get back before dark, or they will send out a search party looking for you. Don't ask me how I know. And that's my top 5 crabbing locations in Puget Sound. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that like button. Comment below on which location in Puget Sound interests you the most for some crabbing. And if you like crabbing, fishing, and other outdoor content, hit that subscribe button below. There are so many great places to crab in Puget Sound, you really can't go wrong with where you can go crabbing in the Sound. So get out there, you guys, and go catch some crabs. Dungeness crabs, that is.